Welcome to a video on Blox fruits. In this video we will be ranking every devil fruit. Keep in mind I'm not a pro Blox fruit player, I am doing research on these topics to get my information. Bomb is the first fruit in game with a cost of $5,000. It's cheap and alright for a beginner fruit. Spike is the second worst fruit, first worst being bomb fruit. Both moves are very impressive. Smoke fruit is a good starter fruit as it has low geo immunity, making grinding 10 times easier. It can also fly around to other islands instead of having to use a ship. It cost $100,000. Next up is the spring fruit. This fruit has 4 moves like smoke but no low geo immunity, but cost cheaper with a price of $60,000. I've heard good and bad things about this fruit, but I think putting it in this place is fine. Chop fruit is a fine fruit but sadly no low geo immunity. In replacement for the no low geo immunity you can dodge sword attacks. The fruit is easy to get and only cost $30,000. Gum is next with a price of $750,000, so not a beginner fruit. When using rubber you are immune to rumble electro fighting style pole, first form, and guns. You have a second form that increases speed of moves and damage. And the moves deal fine damage with some fine range, making the fruit not bad. The sand fruit cost $420,000 and has low geo immunity. It has 5 moves where one of which is a flight move. The fruit can be good if used correctly. The barrier fruit cost $800,000 and has 5 moves, one of which is more of a utility move used to get up to higher places. The fruit is pretty good in the right circumstances with its big but short-ranged moves. Gravity fruit has a cost of $2.5 million and has 5 moves, but as most fruits with 5 moves do, one of the abilities is a flight move. Meteor Rain has high damage and hitbox, so it's a very good move. And the rest of the gravity moves all have good uses. Magma has a cost of $850,000, 5 moves with one being flight. The fruit is mostly ground-based, making it not as good as it could be in PvP. Next is the fruit that makes you big and yellow. The Buddha fruit. This fruit is all based around its transformation that makes you really big and glowy while also giving you 5+ HP for every stat in devil fruit. You are easy to hit in your form, but if you get a lot of speed with race and your equipment you can get up to normal walk or sprint speed, which makes it a bit better. The control fruit costs $3.2 million and has 5 moves. This fruit is pretty cool and special, where you have to be in your room to utilize your moves. The Phoenix fruit is a decent fruit with a price of $1.8 million. It has 5 moves that all have their uses. Transforming into a mythical bird is its main use, while also being able to regen HP. The Pawpaw fruit costs $2.3 million and has 5 moves. It has the longest range in the game and high damage. A good fruit to have. For being one of the best fruits in the game, it is very cheap with a price of $250,000. It has 5 moves, which one is a flight move. It can also be awakened late game, so it gets even better. Dark fruit is pretty similar to the flame fruit but is $500,000. It has 4 moves in normal but 5 moves in awakened form. It's a good fruit for farming bosses and PvP. String has a cost of 1.5 million and has 5 moves. It also has an awakening so it can become even stronger. It has 5 moves with one being a good transportation move. Next up is the lightning fruit for $2.1 million. It has 5 moves and an awakening. Combined with the low geo effect and its high mobility, it is a good fruit. Next is the ice fruit. For being one of the best fruits in the game, it's very cheap at a price of 350,000. It has 4 moves but 5 in its awakened form, and it's just a good all-around fruit. Again, one of the best fruits for a cheap price, but this one is 650,000. The light fruit has 5 moves and an awakening. The 5th move of the fruit is the fastest flight move in the game. Next up is the Quake fruit with a price of 1 million. It has 4 moves and an awakening. This fruit is one of the highest damaging fruits in the game. Now time for Dodo fruit with a price of $2.8 million. The fruit has 5 moves and the fruit is extremely good in a lot of areas. Its transport move is also pretty fast. And time for the best fruit in the game by popular opinion, the dragon fruit for $3.5 million. This fruit is just like Phoenix in the sense that it's all about transforming into a mythical beast, in this case a dragon, and using that transformation to become super strong. I hope you enjoyed that tier list, and if you were confused on anything, please check the wiki in the description. As always, a subscribe is greatly appreciated. Every subscriber means something to me. I hope you have a good one.